How to find clients for digital marketing using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Guys, this is what this video is all about, and I'm super excited because LinkedIn Sales Navigator is the largest business directory out there, and LinkedIn allows you to filter out through all of these different companies that you can get your hands on and convert them to become your clients. Without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into this. Before we go any further, I want to show you what it's going to look like before you can even start reaching out and finding those digital marketing clients that you're looking for. You need to have the following things dialed in. So first and foremost, you need to have a very clean and optimized LinkedIn profile page. This is so important. You need to have a great quality avatar. When you're smiling, you look professional, there's good light. So if you don't have it as a pro, like, why these guys should hire you? They're looking for top tier guys, top level professionals, and your LinkedIn profile, if it doesn't shine, if it doesn't show that to them, why would they want to pick you? So go ahead, put some effort into creating a quality LinkedIn profile. I have a few videos on this where I go deeply inside how to optimize your LinkedIn for like your avatar, your background image, your headline, and so on and so forth. So it need talking about the headline specifically, it needs to be highly specific. Your offer needs to be there, the exact deliverables, because some of these people that you're reaching out to, that you're trying to connect with, they will check out your profile and they will read your headline, which is your offer, and they'll be like, I need exactly this thing. And they might be a lot more receptive than other people. They might even reach out to you directly and ask you to tell them about this thing that you have. So that's why having a very clear, specific offer in the headline is so important. At the same time, you should be posting professional, useful content, which is the content that you want your ideal customer profile folks see. Yeah, so you basically provide them with a lot of value. So once you've got all these things dialed in, this is the time when we go and check out how to find clients for digital marketing with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, in this video, I'm actually going to go through these 5 stages. So first, you need to have a very tight ICP. Then you find companies, verify companies, find the decision makers, and connect with them. So obviously, when it comes to sales, you have to build a report, and obviously afterwards you sell your thing. So I'm not going to cover these 2 parts in this video. However, I have covered these parts in the past. So if you want to go you need this part, so go ahead, check it out. I highly recommend you have a look. So it all starts with tight ICP, and for the sake of demonstration for this specific video, I have it set up as I'm imagining that I'm a digital marketing agency that works with plumbers, and I only want to work with plumbers that have 1 to 10 people, like these company sizes. So they should all be based in New York City, and they need to have a website. So the last one is pretty easy, because everybody who's on LinkedIn, they almost always have a website. And the reason for this is that that's how you get registered with LinkedIn company. Okay. And I also like talking about why should I have plumbers that fit my ICP? Well, because I want to have something that is a little bit more advanced. Yeah, I don't want to be convincing plumbers that they need a website to get found. And, I want to work with plumbers that understand the value of this stuff, digital marketing. And that's why I want to only work with those that already have a website. I can help them with some PPC, SEO, whatever that is. So now that I've got this ICP dialed in, we're going to get to the exciting part, which is finding the companies that fit it. Now, I'm going to first go into LinkedIn. Here's my LinkedIn profile page. By the way, if we haven't connected, reach out to me. Let's become LinkedIn friends. And by the way, show me some love as well, like a comment, or even a subscription. It's always nice. I do this for you. I hope these videos serves you. So once you're here in LinkedIn, you go to the Sales Nav, which is the button here. It goes right into it. And here we are. It's all over the place. LinkedIn Sales Navigator dashboard is like one organized piece of mess. So yeah, I don't really like it. But it doesn't matter, because we're going to make it a lot simpler. So you go here to the search box and hit enter. And LinkedIn is opening up this essentially the search part of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, once you're here, you've got these 2 tabs. One is lead, another one is account. And this is basically LinkedIn's way of telling you this is people and this is companies. Okay, so translated from this weird LinkedIn English to the standard English we all speak. So we want to go away from lead and actually go to account. So because we'll be looking for companies. I mean, we're B2B, we're a marketing agency, we're looking for digital marketing clients. So we need to be looking for companies instead of people first. And then inside these companies, we're going to find the decision makers later, once we verify them. So I want to see all filters, and I've got a whole bunch of filters here, but I'm also just going to use two of those. One of which is the head company, is the headquarters location. Yeah, I mentioned this. I only want to work with folks that are based in New York City metropolitan area. You can pick like New York guys, New York State guys, but I want to pick like New York City metropolitan area. So you click include, and I'm going to close this, and you can already see there's like 1 million accounts, basically companies located in New York City metropolitan area on LinkedIn. Yeah, and you'll see why that's important in a moment. Then you've got this company headcount. We're going to go 1 to 10 here because that's our ICP, and that's down to 400,000, 10 approximately companies of that size in this area. Now we need plumbers. We need plumbers specifically. There are two ways of going here, and I like the second one more, but I'll show you the first one as well. So one way, you can actually use the filter called industry and type in plumbers here and see what it returns. Wholesale, hardware, plumbing, heat and equipment. Not exactly this, but I'm going to include it just for the illustration's sake. Okay. So once I include this filter, I'm down to like 16 companies, and that's nowhere near the real figure of plumbing companies in the area. However, once you're not exactly sure about your ICP, or you are not just looking for plumbers, but maybe you're looking for like a whole bunch of people, maybe like HVAC type of industries, whatever, this can really help, this industry filter. So play with this, see if it works for you. But it's one of the more useful ones out of here because, for example, annual revenue, I don't use it for smaller companies because it's not really accurate. It's like it cannot really tell you once it's low numbers, it's hard to tell if it's true or not. So yeah, I don't use it that much for smaller folks. So I'm going to take this out for the rest of the presentation, and I'm going to go into the search keywords box right here. And what it does, this search keywords box, it's basically, it filters through all of these companies, all of these 400,000, 10 companies, and all of their descriptions and everything. And so you can include any of the keywords that your companies that fit your ICP, they'll be using on the description pages, which in our case is plumbing. So I'm going to type in plumbing right here, and going to hit enter. So immediately I'm down to just roughly 1,000 results. Now there's a cool feature with this search, which I'm not going to dive deeply into, but I just want to point out that you can actually use the thing called Boolean search. This is advanced version of LinkedIn Sales Navigator search, where you can basically tell LinkedIn to only search for specific types of companies while taking out anything that you don't want to include here. So one of the parameters that I use a lot is not, well, basically all of them actually, not, or, and. So supposedly, like, I want to show you an example here. Suppose we have somebody that is like, for example, these guys, like solutions. Yeah, so imagine that I don't want to have anybody who has solutions in their profile. Yeah, so I'm going to take out solutions. So I'm going to mention not and then solutions, and when I'm going to hit enter, like the guys just disappeared. Yeah, so there's no plumbing solutions here in the list anymore. So this feature is really helpful once you want to take out anybody who's not relevant. In this case, it can be, for example, recruiting, because recruiters can be here as well. There always are. Recruiter, or agency. Yeah, so supposedly there might be some agencies, our competitors, basically digital marketing agencies, that work with plumbers, and they just happen to mention plumbing on their page, but they're an agency, so we want to take out anybody, like we're saying not, and then I'm saying recruiter or agency inside the brackets, and then this will allow me to get rid of some of these guys. Like, it doesn't show up here, but I probably took something out. Now that we've got this filtered out, I'm going to go into the next stage, which is verifying the companies. And to verify the companies, I want to basically check their website. I'm a digital marketing agency looking for digital marketing clients. I want to check out their pages and see what's going on. So I'm going to open up these company profiles on Sales Navigator here, and they'll have this visit website button. So I'm going to click one here, and click one here. So what can go wrong here is that a bunch of things. Yeah, so I want to make sure that the website is legit and actually exists, because LinkedIn, given that it is the biggest business directory out there, a lot of websites, they might be not present anymore. Like, if somebody went out of business, they would still have their LinkedIn profile page existing, but they wouldn't actually exist. Oh, the website might be dodgy, or there might be something else. So I want to really check it out before you go any further. So this website, in my view, it looks fantastic. So it's definitely a keeper. I'm going to close the website and keep the company profile page still open. Here's the next one, the Plumbing Foundation City of New York. And right here, I can see that they're actually not a plumbing service of such. Yeah, so they're actually for plumbers there. So apparently they provide licenses for plumbers. So they're definitely not my target audience. So that's why I check out their website. I want to verify that they're my people, but they're not. Next website is here. Request a quote. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I don't know how real this is, because things can go wrong. But anyway, for now, it seems to be okay. So I'm going to close the website here, keep both of these pages still open. So I'm now going to go into the next stage, which is finding the decision makers. And LinkedIn Sales Navigator makes it so easy. You just go to this page, the original page that I was on, and I'm going to tick the box here. And once I tick this box, check out this specific button. So once I check this box, I get now I can view the current employees of this company. How cool is this? So I had two here, right? So I'm going to have this one here because I checked it out, and I'm also going to check this one here just for the sake of the illustration. Okay, so I've got 3 companies checked here. If you verify them all and they're all fit, you can simply use this checkbox here and check 25 at the time, and just go through them one by one, like what I'm about to show you here. So I can close these 2 guys, and I'm going to hit the Control/Command button and open up the separate tab here. Why I'm doing this? Well, I want to keep all these filters intact. Yeah, because that's just the way LinkedIn works. We want to keep everything here in place once we go through all of these pages, and yeah, only then can you really close it. I recommend you do it that way, because you cannot go back here and kind of set up these filters once again. So anyway, once you're here, you've got see all filters. So you've got these 3 companies. So I'm now seeing the employees 24 results of all of these 3 companies. And here's the first one we checked out. Here's the second one, and here's the third one that I included for illustration purposes. Now I'm going to show you like, yeah, I want to show this one first, because typically I would have this one as green and the rest will be red, but I want to show it for the illustration purposes. I want to start with the latter one, the last one first, because we checked it out. So now the reason I exclude these all is because I want to go through each of these one by one and see their people, like see their employees, and find the decision maker. So because the companies are really small in size, the decision maker is basically the owner. If they are bigger in size, you can always go to this filter called seniority level, and you can add different like levels of seniority. Yeah, so you can, like, if it's a huge company, you might need like a senior guy. If it's something smaller, then you'd be fine with anybody who's within the C level, like a CEO or a chief marketing officer or whatever. So you can play with these. Here, they're so small that I can see the guy right away. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, he's my decision maker. So I need to connect with the guy. And that's what I do in the 5th stage. I connect with the guy. So to connect with the guy, I click on his name and go into this area here and click 3 dots and then hold the Control/Command button if you are on Mac and open it up in a separate profile to see his LinkedIn profile. This is his LinkedIn profile. If it was just to click if I was just to click view profile here, I would actually end up on his Sales Navigator profile, which is like the shadow version of LinkedIn. And if I was to connect with a guy here, I would actually connect with a guy inside Sales Navigator, and I would be able to chat with him inside Sales Navigator inbox, which has nothing to do with LinkedIn standard inbox, which is a mess. Yeah, and LinkedIn, in my opinion, they do this because once you cancel LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you will lose access to all these people, and that's the way they kind of keep you. They want you to keep the LinkedIn Sales Navigator subscription, which is great in any way. Like I wouldn't cancel it in no matter what happens, because it's the client generation tool, the most like super powerful directory out there. So I don't understand why would they do this, but they do this anyway. So I don't recommend connecting with anybody inside LinkedIn Sales Navigator, because you just want to keep everybody in the same place, and that is your LinkedIn free standard version of LinkedIn. So that's why I recommend you just go ahead, click these 3 dots, click LinkedIn profile, view LinkedIn profile, and do anything from here. Once you load up the profile of this guy, you go ahead, click the connect button, and there you have it. See if he accepts your request. And basically the strategy here, I'll give it a quick overview. I recommend just connecting with people without any personalization notes, because from anywhere from 10 to 20, even more percent of everybody who you reach out to, they will accept your connection request no matter what. That's just how it works. If they do not accept within maybe 7 to 10 days, you can withdraw the request and then try again in 3 weeks, because 3 weeks is the minimum amount of time LinkedIn allows you to kind of repeat this operation. And then you can include the personalized note. You can show them some additional love, because maybe that's what they actually needed at the first place. But this is the most time-saving approach. Yeah, if they accept your request, great. If they don't, you can try again and actually personalize the note once the time is right. So that's about it with this guy. Let's go further. Yeah, because we only looked through one of these companies. So now I'm going to exclude this company and go for the first one. And remember how I was very specific about picking the companies that are inside like a very tight ICP that are based in New York City metropolitan area. So this company is definitely there on the list. Yeah, because it mentions there that they're based in New York City. So that's why it's on the list. Otherwise, I wouldn't see it. However, once we start checking out their profiles, you'll see this in a moment. All these guys are located in Pakistan. So what I presume has happened there is that they've got this website, which is there for like lead generation purposes. They rank this website and it's sitting out there, and maybe they're selling the leads to somebody, or somebody's just paying to use this website, like, rank and rent type of model. So this stuff is totally possible as well. However, once we check out their LinkedIn profile, it's crazy, right? So it makes no sense to actually reach out to this company once you see who is behind it, because they're not inside your ideal customer profile. So you skip this company altogether, and then you go to the next one, company that I actually checked out, and you can see that it's actually very similar story here, India, Pakistan. So again, these guys just rank the website, and just sit there and collect those leads and sell them, or rent out the website altogether. And that's how it works. That's why like going through all of these websites is so important, and understanding who is behind them, because because if you are if you don't check out their employees, you don't understand what's going on behind it, and you can waste so much time and effort afterwards trying to reach out to the owner of this website. Well, in reality, it has nothing to do with plumbing. It's just a lead gen website, and that's about it. So guys, I've shown you the way of how to find clients for digital marketing with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I hope you found this video very helpful. If you did, hit that subscribe button, show me some love with a like or a comment. Check out my other videos. I mentioned it's very, very important to have a optimized LinkedIn profile. Check out the video on building rapport and selling your thing, exactly how to reach out to your LinkedIn clients. And I'll see you in the next video.